Welcome to Excel Talk, and today I want to specifically speak to accountants outside there that when we talk of advanced Excel, we don't mean that you go there learn programming language. Me myself, I've learned programming language, and programming is not for accountant. That is the programming. Yes, you can learn, but it is not good. But when we say it, you as an accountant, you should learn the advanced Excel, then we mean the basic advanced Excel formulas, which it can be hectic in your working environment. It looks so small or simple, but it can give you an headache. Number one, we talk of data formatting. Data formatting skills in Excel, which you as an accountant there or the CFO, you should learn. Number one is the filter function. You should know more about the filtering. You should know about the tables, the slices, which it can help you to visualize your report, financial report. This filter I'm talking about from the perspective experience. Today, my boss got me off guard and they gave me a lot of checks. Then after entering these checks, date, the payment, the name in Excel, then I presented that report. But he didn't want that kind of report. But instead, he told me, I want this Excel in a form that I should have customers with the same customer, then I get the subtotal, and then down to there also we have another customer, we get the subtotal, and then at the end of it we need the totals. Now I've entered that data in Excel, but now it's coming to tell me that I can regroup this data so that I can have each and every customer. If it was you, I know it could have taken you the whole day just copy pasting one customer, pasting in one sheet, copy pasting another customer, pasting in one sheet, instead of leaving the cursor inside the data and go to click sort. The sort will filter your data according to the alphabetical order, and thereafter you can get your subtotal and the total. I know you didn't know that formatting, and it is a very simple formatting, but if you are not sharp in your Excel skills, then that one, it will take you the whole day figuring out. That is number one. Number two is analytical function. Analytical function. When we talk of analytical function, we are talking of around 5 main analytical function which you must understand. You shall understand. That, I think, that is the best word we can use. Number one is the lookup function, which this lookup function, there are so many. We have X lookup, V lookup, H lookup, right? We have the sum if function, which we have the sum with the plural, we can say plural and singulars. Yes, that one. There is another one which more it has more the, what do we call it, the criteria. It has more than one criteria, and another one it has one criteria. And I will give you a good scenario, which when I talk of advanced Excel, I'm not just here about the doing the marketing. I'm not doing the marketing, but I'm feeling the pain for those accountants I know they are outside there and they don't have these kind of skills, how they struggled with their work. Even if me myself, I can't struggle, and yet I know, then what about you? A good example when you talk of this data analytical, if you're working in manufacturing company, and you know manufacturing company, most of the time they have some of the imports from the import. They do their import to the country, and if you do the importation, you know the KRA, they must put you in a certain category or the East African whatever, and at some given point you are not allowed to import and export. So at given point you must give the data to the KRA or those other bodies to do their validation, to check whether you are reconciling with that. And now imagine you have a QuickBook here with all those sales from January to December, and you have the kind of stocks. You need to generate the report of the stocks to find the invoice, the date, the unit, and then you compare to the production, and then you match and do reconciliation. You submit to those customs officers. So if you don't have this kind of analytical function, it will take you the full month doing analysis for that. Because if you don't know these analytical tools, you will find that once you are in the middle of your work, you forget something, you have to start it again. It is a tiresome game if you don't understand Excel. I'm not doing the marketing, but I'm just feeling the pain if you don't know those analytical skills I've mentioned. Number 3 is extracting the report from the pivot table. Even though I don't use the pivot table, but it is a best starting point for you to start from the pivot table, to know how to arrange to extract the customer from this region, to group the data, the dates, and also the product. But if you are the person who have been mastering the Excel on daily basis, pivot table is not on your part. Once you have the sum if function, the two of it, you don't need the pivot table, and that is the thing which you have not realized. The last one is troubleshooting with MS Excel. When we say troubleshooting with MS Excel, we don't bring here IT skills, like you want to troubleshoot the computer, you do networking. No, this one is not about the networking, but it is about the networking of Excel. How is this networking of Excel is? Sometime you realize you have entered data in the Excel, all your data from number 1 or the sequence number 1 to the sequence 100, but if you try to sum, you are not getting the sum. Or if you are trying to count, you are not getting the count. And if you don't know what is the problem, then it will take you the whole day just trying to sum, putting the formula equal sum. You are not getting any result. So if you don't know to do this troubleshooting, like if that situation occur, how do you troubleshoot? So which means your numbers are not numbers, they are values, and Excel cannot sum the text. So your values are or your numbers are in form of text, which it cannot sum by Excel. So you need to do troubleshooting. You convert them to the numbers and check, or you do those 1, 2, 3 from the Excel, because this also numbering or these errors, it might catch you during the deadline. For example, when you're doing the deadline for these statutory reductions like NHIF and NSSF, most of the time they don't allow uploading of such a text. The numbers should be your amount should be what in numbers form. And if you have not learned this troubleshooting in Excel, then it will be a challenge. So I'm giving you a challenge. For at least 2 weeks, you give yourself a challenge to get and learn all those skills. I don't know where you are going to learn it, but make sure at least each and every day you are learning one. If you don't know the place where you can learn, then here in Gilsam Consulting Limited, we do over the advanced Excel training at a pocket price. It is a friendly price, because we know we do have the challenge of finance, and also we have the challenge of Excel. So we don't want to combine the challenge of your finance and the challenge of your Excel. We want to at least to minimize the challenge of your cost, but as we reduce your challenge of your Excel. So get in touch in our courses in our website, that is www.gilsamcpacenter.co.ke, and search for Advanced Excel for Practicing Accountant and CFO. You will get there, and then you can register with our page there. You pay the small fee which is attached there, and you will get access to our full back of what Excel.